Okay, in this video, I'm going to talk about gearheads. So, gearheads is something that has gears inside a box, essentially. And I won't go into too much details about the types of gears in here for now, but I'll throw out some terms for those who wants to look into it. I will go over more into it in some later videos, but for now, you could some common ones might be like planetary. You have like worm gears. You might have like harmonic gears, but pretty much it's just a packaged container of gears that can reduce your speed, which will increase your torque, or it can do the opposite. So it can like slow you down. So yes, either speed up and reduce your torque, or slow down and increase your torque. So you can see here you have different gear ratios. So depending on if you're speeding up or slowing down, it just depends on which side you're on. But most of the time, these are going to be speed reducers. So you're typically going to be reducing speed. So that's more of the common type of application you'll be seeing. So you can see there's typically two categories. If I were to categorize it, you have right angle ones where you have one going in one direction, other going in the other, and then you have a inline one where the two axes are aligned. And of course, you might have some that's like staggered, or maybe some that's like not exactly 90 degrees. There's a lot of different variations, but we'll take a look at one of the common ones here. So for this speed reducer here, sometimes you'll hear gearbox also called speed reducers. Um, but you can see here that you could choose how much you want to reduce your speed, and you could see the different RPM specs, different shaft sizes you're using. You have an input shaft, output shaft, radial load. So those are all different types of features. And we'll go ahead and just open up one of these. So we're going to download this. Okay, so if I download it, you can see this gearhead here. And usually what happens is there's usually going to be a hole somewhere on the side. And the hole on the side allows you to, there's a set screw in there that you can secure onto the shaft. And I'll have another video that goes into more about set screws, but for now, set screws, you just think of something that essentially bites onto the shaft and keeps it, makes it rotate along with the whole part. Okay, so you can see here the drawing doesn't really show you. Sometimes you'll see it better when you actually get it, but you can see in this picture here there's like a little hole right around here. So this hole might be one of the set screw holes. So unfortunately this one you can't see, but when you do buy gearheads separately, this is how it will typically look like. And you can also purchase some that's assembled already as a package, so that may make your life easier. Okay, so if you were to have something that fits this exactly, you would need to choose the correct corresponding motor. So if we go back, um, yeah, we can see it here. We see that input shaft diameter is a quarter inch. So you need to get one that matches that up. And then this is also for a NEMA 23 motor. Okay, so let's go ahead and duplicate this tab, and then let's find a NEMA 23 stepper motor. And we want the shaft. We know that the output shaft is 0.38, input shaft diameter is 1/4. So you can see all these are already 1/4. We're just going to go ahead and download one of these. So we're going to download this. Actually, I should put this in my folder. So I'm going to put it in my mechanical components, and we have it in our gearheads. And same with this, I'm going to save as. Let's do save as new. Put it in our folder. Oops. Where's our YouTube folder? Okay, and then mechanical components and side gearheads. Okay, so I'm gonna save that there. So now we have both parts. We could make our assembly. This is our speed reducer. And then our other part should open that up. And gearheads. Gonna open up our motor, stepper motor. Let's see, where did it go? Okay. So I'm gonna drag and drop my stepper motor here. So if I pull this stepper motor into this assembly, now you can see everything together. So here you can see this line up. So this shaft right here will mate into this hole. And then you can see that there's actually another center hole here that's used to align to this face. You can see this is 1.5 inches. And then if you click on this outer face, that's also 1.5 inches. So that is meant for you to align it properly. And then you can mate the faces together, make one of the planes align. So that's how you would match it up. And then you need to find the correct corresponding screws. So you would need to check your data sheet for that. So if we look at our data sheet, we see that the product details, the part that's going in this side is going to be a M4. So you want to get an M4 screw. So we're going to go ahead and download this. And we might want to check how long. So we could do a quick section view. Okay, so from here to the top is going to be about 13 millimeters. So let's just go with a 10 millimeter screw. Okay, I'm going to just download this, save it in my gearheads folder, open that up. And then now we could drag this here. So let's go ahead and mate this. And I want to flip it. And then we could mate the face here to this face. Okay, so that's the screw that should fit properly. And if you check your assembly, you can see that there's several threads that's engaged and it's not touching the bottom. We could probably go a little bit longer if we wanted to, but this one should be fine. And then you could do copy with mates. We're going to repeat the coincident and just mate the holes. Okay, and that should be all 4 screws. And then the rest for mounting the actual motors, those steps will be the same as we did in our previous video. Okay, so hopefully this give you a better understanding on how to assemble a gearhead with your motor. And then just as a refresher, the gearhead will help you reduce your speed and then increase your torque in most general applications. Okay, so if you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.